Hello! What we have here is a Cona size C siphon coffee machine, and I'm going to demonstrate how to use it. So as you can see, we've got everything here that any normal person would need when making a cup of coffee. Methylated spirits, lighter, cups, milk, and so on. Right, so to speed it up, I've already boiled the water. So I'll just put the water into this. Right. I'm using 700 millilitres of water, which will make 4 cups of that size that you see there. So I'm pouring the water into this, and we can then put the burner underneath it. Right, almost done. Right, there we go, that's our 700 mils. Right. First thing is to, I haven't used this in about 10 years, so we need to light this. I'm just gonna get that into there. Right, that's now lit. Put that out of the way. Right, that's gonna go under there. I'll deal with that later. First thing we need to do is get this going. Right. Okay. So it should all start to work at some point. Right, what's next? Oh yeah, this thing dates from the 1970s, and actually the rubber seal had perished, it had cracked, and what that meant was that the seal didn't form, therefore the vacuum could not form, and the system didn't work. And I spent a while trying to think what to do about it, really, and I realised you could order a new funnel, or you could order a new seal, but I'd have to order it, and I think they're going to come from Italy. And then I realised I'll just bung some electrical tape on it, and it worked fine. So I just put a bit of electrical tape around the seal there, and that's got no cracks in it anymore. So that this thing goes in the top. That's a plunger. It's ground glass, so it's quite roughly ground. What that means is that the coffee will actually drain through it, but none of the grounds will end up in the pot. Right, so I'll just plonk that in there for the moment. Now I'm using these 200 ml cups, and therefore my 700 mils will provide 4 cups, leaving a little in the top for milk, if you wish. However, with this particular coffee, which was very kindly given to me as a gift, a birthday gift, last week for my 41st birthday. I was 31 when I did the last video using this. So it's taken me a while. People have said, oh, well, when are you going to make another video? And well, I had this problem with a seal, and it took me 10 years to figure out I just needed some electrical tape around it. So that was one thing. And then, you know, I didn't have any meths for a while, but then I did some DIY, and I had some, and I was like, ooh, I've got the meths, I've got the electrical tape, I've got this lovely coffee that was given to me. Yeah, but this is Ethiopian, this is a Yerga Chefe from high altitude in Ethiopia. It's from Kofra Coffee Roasters in Norwich. It's been pre-ground one of these, one is 1 tablespoon, and that's 1 cup, give or take. It's about 7 grams. So I'm going to put, I've got enough for 4 cups, so I'm going to put 4 in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really do hope this works because I don't want to waste any coffee. Did actually try this the other day, and with some just bog standard coffee, and it worked okay. So we'll see. I think I'll just put just a dash more just for the pot, as they say. Right, there we go. Get that out of the way. Right, it's not quite ready yet, so it's just boiling away. We need it to be properly bubbling. Meanwhile, we'll set all the cups up. Well, there's only 2, but in fact there's only me here, so I don't know why I've got 2, but never mind. Right, got some milk. Not sure that I'll need any sugar, but I have got some. It's very highly unlikely to be, but just in case there's any bitterness, which I don't think it will be. Anyway, I've tried this already, and it's the sort of coffee that you wouldn't have with milk. Anyway, but I've got some because I thought I'll try it right away and give a sort of review of how it's all worked. I've got some, this is unrefined Demerara, so that would be the right thing to have. Got that from Roy's. Always good stuff in Roy's. Alright, how's it going? Yeah, it's not far off at all. But you can imagine how long you'd have to wait if you didn't pre-boil it. I mean, we'd be here all afternoon waiting for it. And if you're in a hurry, then this might not be the method for you. If you were late for work, or if you had a pressing engagement or a train to catch, by the time you set all this up, then it will have all happened, and you'd still be at home waiting for the water to boil. Yeah, I've used standard methylated spirits. You can get the clear stuff. It's not actually available over the counter because they put the colour and the smell to discourage people from drinking it. Got this from Thorns in Norwich, £2.49, which is quite a good price for 500 mils of meths. Very good for preparing wood before you prime it. Make sure it's nice and clean. Yes, so I think we're nearly there. Is there anything else? Right, just to explain what's going to happen. When I put this thing into the top, the water is going to pretty rapidly go up into the top bit. At that point, it will brew in the top. I'll leave the water bubbling away till all the water's gone up. At that point, we will no longer have any need for the burner to be alight. We will extinguish the burner with this top, and at that point a vacuum will start to form inside the thingy, and it will draw it all down, and there we'll have a lovely pot of coffee which I can then pour into this cup that I've prepared. I've also got some milk, which I've mentioned already, which I may or may not have. Okay, right, that is for all intents and purposes boiling. I haven't got this quite straight on the thing. There we go, that's fitting in there nicely now. We need to make sure we've got the space to put the lid on. And I don't think it needs to boil any more. So here we go. obviously the last thing we want to happen at this point is for it to all go wrong and then have to repeat this whole exercise. So just make sure that my repair is nice and tidy. Don't think we're going to get a lot more boiling going on there, so right, here we go. Better hold this, make sure it doesn't slip or anything. Actually almost had an accident with this thing the other day because I put it on the chair, but the other way up, so it's sitting on the chair with this pointing in the air. And I came back from the kitchen, I forgot it was on the chair, and I almost sat on it, which would have been very unfortunate. So I was lucky there. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna slightly twist my hand like that. The reason I'm going to do that is so that when I put it in, I can turn it like that. So I need to have the actual turning capacity, I suppose. Make sure that I can turn it, because if we don't get a good seal right off the bat, this is going to go wrong. Okay, and it goes. Right. That is pretty firmly in. We just need to wait for it to boil and just, yep, nearly there. You can see it's, we just need to give this a little stir. Good heavens. Oh my goodness. Right, how are we doing? Gosh, it's very active. Look at what... I didn't expect it to be quite this lively, shall we say. Right, it looks like all the water's boiled. There is some residual water in the bottom. Not a lot we can do about that, I'm afraid. It will just have to stay there. Right, okay. Now we're going to extinguish it. There's just enough gap between the bottom of the pot and the top of the burner to get this under and put it in. We don't want to overboil it up there. Right, there we go. Now, this is the bit where it all starts to happen. Get my tea towel just in case it all... So I've got to put that under there. Right, okay. So, here we go. It is working. I would say it is working. It does appear to be a decent enough seal. I haven't pressed record on this thing. Goodness, I don't want to have to go through all this again. It is doing something, as you can see. It is slowly filling up. We don't want that burn on now because all it'll do is it'll boil the coffee. And the whole benefit of this system is that there is zero taint. There's no metal, there's no filter paper. And also, because it's coming up through this system, this siphon system, the water is just slightly below boiling at the point at which it goes up. So by the time it hits the coffee, it's probably 90 degrees, something like that. And now it's in here, it's not getting damaged in any way, which could happen with the likes of any espresso machine. I tend to find with filter paper, you get a taint from the filter paper. I don't know whether anyone else finds that, but personally I find that unacceptable. And in fact, I had this coffee with some filter paper and it was tragic. It was a real shame because very good coffee, and all I could taste was this awful filter paper. Right. Oh, my handkerchief. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Oh. Okay, is that it? Oh. I think that's it. I think it's done. I think it's worked. I don't think anything else is going to happen now. I think we've seen what we're going to see. Action has taken place. Coffee is in the pot. All that remains is to drink it. So I'll just carefully take this out. See my, oh dear, my electrical tape slightly melted, but never mind. And that conveniently goes in there. Right, let's smell this. No, it does smell great actually. Of course, it's very hot, so I'm just going to put a little bit in. Beautiful. I'll just put that there. Right, because it's too hot to drink at the moment, I'll put a bit of milk in to just, might as well just give it a go. There we are. Oh yeah. Oh, it's very nice. I mean, absolutely no taint. And you've just got perfect coffee, really. That's very nice. I'm going to enjoy that. And that's the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helps anyone who's thinking about using one of these things. You can buy them new, I believe, in which case you wouldn't have the problems that I had with the seal and so on. But this dates from about the 1970s, I think I've mentioned. It was given to me as a gift by my aunt. Thank you very much for that. And one of her neighbours just found it in a box or something. So there we are. Good luck to you.